And we are back from our break. And the party was discussing some things. First of all, does one member of the group want to go fetch Turfin, or do you want to send someone, like send a runner, get an urchin to go say, hey, we need to talk to you?
If we're a known organization by the Shao Kid, he's probably paid someone to look at our base of operations, as it were. We're a reputable company. He's going to know where we are. So I'd rather us not leave individually. I'd rather us pay for someone, or at least not go alone.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be attacking. Yeah, if two people go, then it's easier to take one person. It's less easy to take out two.
Is there anyone that's not an urchin hanging around the office? Oh no, we shut the office, didn't we?
Yeah, and it's very, very early.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think we just sent two people to fetch Turfin, and the rest of us will stay here and be ready if anything happens.
I'm willing to go fetch Turfin if somebody wants to come with me.
Finn will go with you.
Okay. You want to be like a bird on my shoulder or do you just want to walk as a human?
I'll just walk as a human.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess that's going to make it a little difficult for Ockar and Lafdul to have a conversation then. So you'll have to wait until
sorry, I would have gone.
You want to
if
go
that
with?
were the case, yeah.
Okay.
Because Finn's obviously there as well, so Finn can correlate the story.
Okay. Then those two will give me the details. Those two will give me the details as we go get Turfin.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically you want to ask Ockar to have his sister see if she can figure out who the members of the Watch were who you saw have the conversation.
Yeah.
Kind of thing? Okay. All right.
They might have wrote like a report as like any old thing. That it would obviously been a lie or something, but it would still have the date or time associated if they write reports.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so
that was a cat. It fell down the house. It broke its leg. There's blood everywhere. It's just a false report. But yeah.
You mean a report about the incident that happened last night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where I got stabbed and they confronted each other.
Okay. Probably last night would have been too early to get a good report in and stuff like that, especially considering everything else that has happened.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a lot of confusion in that area when you left.
She can be surreptitious about it, What were you doing last night?
Yeah.
I'll ask her and see what we get, but let's handle this first.
All right. So you get to the low magistrate, and Turfin is not currently on duty, but they can get him if there is something urgent that you need to discuss with him.
Yeah, I would
say
urgent.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. All right. So they get him from the barracks. He has a room just to himself in the barracks, and he comes out kind of rubbing his eyes. Oh, Company of the Broken Sword. What can I do for you at this early hour?
We have something fairly urgent we need your help with at our office, since you're someone we trust.
Is this not something that could have been dealt with by a regular Watch member?
Not exactly.
It's kind of looking at you, giving you a little bit of a suspicious look here. Can you give me some more information about what's going on?
So,
Who's in the room with us?
Is there anybody in the room with us?
They're like you're kind of in the a public area if you want to
Forum.
like move to ask him to speak to him in
Can we move it to
private.
somewhere a bit more private?
I guess we can come into my office here. All right. So you go in and he closes the door. All right. What's going on?
We just say what happened. I mean, we trust the guy, so.
So we saved Bellis.
He was being controlled. We have proof of that control. Wow. The remains of the control. We have the. There is one member who got away from us, who we now realise who is behind all of our recent troubles, who we dealt with previously before we went on a 2-year trip around Wild Space. An old rival of ours who he didn't like how we dealt with him, but he got away and obviously plotted revenge, and well, that's led to all of this.
He was working with these yak men, who were
bovine people and some Dao Earth genies. So,
and keeping Bellis under their control.
There are records and stuff we can go through, but we don't have time to go through all the stuff. And I would...
He scratches his head and kind of interrupts you. You're really putting me in a bind here, because you were ordered not to have any more contact with him. But you say that he was under control.
Yeah, he has...
Yeah, he's got memory loss, so we need to...
He's got several gaps in his memory from when they were controlling him. And we do have the body of one of the yak men as evidence.
I can ask it some questions the next day. I don't have the spell memorized today, but, you know, we can... Even you can ask the questions, and if you wish, and I can try to...
Let me get ready. I'll bring a couple members of the Watch over with me.
Bellis will need protection because he's a liability for the Mage. He'll probably try to kill him.
Alright, well,
see,
give me a few minutes to get changed, and just wait here. And I'll be right back. So he'll be gone for a few minutes. Is there anything that you want to do while you wait? The three of you?
Would my strength have worn off by now?
By now, probably, yeah.
How long did it last? I can add in the time for an approximation.
It lasts a number of turns.
Then...
An hour? Rough estimation?
Very roughly, yeah.
Around an hour.
Unless you guys have more healing, because I'm at very low health.
No, I can heal you. I've got healing spells.
I need some healing while we wait.
I will cast Take Care. Is this gonna get us into trouble? Casting spells inside the watch?
You're inside his office.
Alright, yeah, no, I will cast 2 Cure Lights on you.
And it's not like you're yelling the spells from top of your lungs.
Okay.
Yes, you 10.
And do we have any of the temporary healing potions left?
Yeah, I can cast a couple as well.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone apart from Solas still has theirs.
I'll start with a Cure Moderate.
Alright, 5 more hit points. Alright, at about that time, Turfin will return. He's changed into his full uniform, and there's a couple watchmen with him. Alright, where's lead the way, we'll get this going.
I'll nod, and I guess I'll lead the way to our office then?
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
All three of you returning as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Should we involve our lawyer? I say to the. I say openly to everyone involved, because we are currently hiring them for.
I'll hire a runner to go contact our lawyer to come meet us at the office.
All right, that'll be a copper piece.
Yes. Yeah.
That'll be what?
A copper piece.
Pick.
Then yeah, I'll give him a copper. Tell him to go to the lawyer to come to the office.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's going to cost us, but it's something they need to know. So.
Yeah.
All right. So, on the way, Turfin does say that you have put him in a bind because he did order you not to have any contact. Now, if everything you say is true, it certainly is going to qualify as extenuating circumstances, but chances are you're going to be hit with another fine.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's going to be worse because this is like a second offence. The same. Well, no, we did. We had to walk out of the shop. I mean, if you want to go on the technicality of it, you went beneath his shop. Is a renovation that he wasn't aware of.
And how about if we explain this to Bellis if he decides to just drop all charges against us?
Yeah.
Right. The thing, though, is that you're
it's
at
a fine from filing an order from the guard.
Right. Right.
And they need to earn money, so if they've got the potential opportunity to earn money from the civvies, they will.
No, it's about disrespecting the magistrate, not about them earning money.
And that's why I involved our lawyer to try to help with that part of it.
Okay. So you guys will get to the office in advance of the lawyer. The lawyer would probably arrive after about 10 minutes. So upon arriving, you show him, you show Turfin the state that Bellis is in, and how do you want to go about describing the situation?
Solas would explain that, pointing to the Jackman corpse, that when we last saw, and I mentioned about the thing possessing Bellas, these things seem to have both the ability to possess living creatures, and it seems that while they are possessed, the creatures don't have much memories of the time they are possessed.
And we discovered that this had happened when Solas went to go to Bellis' shop, and he had a spell up that allowed him to see the creature as it was controlling him.
Yeah, I would explain the spell.
Which is what led to the incident before.
Yes, I remember you describing that.
And it seems that they have created a secret hideout under Bellas' shop,
hidden behind a wall of stone that they created through magic.
Well, this is
whenever they didn't possess Bellas, they kept him in a cell in there. That's where we found Bellas.
Well, these are some serious charges. If such creatures can take over others, it definitely makes for a real threat to the city.
And each of them had.
Before you can speak, he goes to and pulls one of the watchmen away and quietly speaks to him. You can't really hear him. And the watchman immediately heads off. At about that time, your lawyer will arrive.
Do I not get a chance to listen?
You can try, if you want to.
I got 50% chance to see what I hear.
Yeah.
So Solas would also explain to Turfin that each of these creatures had.
Well, I roll for you, Lafdul.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I got a 97.
So,
So basically
that
there's a-
was fate.
You pick up the word palace though.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would explain that the creatures were quite powerful. That each
Right.
of them
Well,
had
but
magic
see, like
weapons.
he has stepped away from you
Yeah.
to talk to the guard.
Once he returned.
when the lawyer arrives, I'll fill him in on the situation.
there's a threat to Bral. That's probably why I had to get the prince involved.
Yeah.
This is serious. You have violated a watch order. Turfin will speak up and say, "Yes, I told them that we'll probably have to levy another fine against them at the very least."
Should,
I mean, it's a minor thing in the grand scheme of things because we did a good thing. So
The fine is fine if you need to, but these things are clearly a great threat. Since not only are they themselves quite potent, it seems that they can command
genies.
control genies.
Yeah, the Earth Dao.
We had to fought a few genies while we fought this Yakman also.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna need you to relay all of this information to everything that you know about these creatures. Not to me, but someone who can record it so that we know what to look for. But not right now. Not right now. We need to deal with the immediate situation.
Yeah.
We should also probably tell you about the accomplice they had, because they were working with this Xiao Mage that takes the form of a child that
He is
has
the
a vendetta
Mage.
against us since we ruined one of his plans before, and he seemed to be working with them.
The
No,
the plan that we ruined before was that he had kidnapped my sister, and
Yes, I remember
we saved
that.
my
I
sister.
do remember that.
It's the same Xiao.
That was what 2.5, 3
3
years ago. Something
Yeah.
about that.
About that.
And we discovered
I
him
thought
while
he
we
was
were
dead.
investigating other thing. What?
Oh,
I thought he was dead.
Well, he's clearly
Well,
not, based on what we
and
had learned.
and he is quite powerful mage. He has access to spells that I have not yet. I have no access to yet, and I am pretty powerful myself.
oh, we did learn his name though, didn't we?
Yeah, I tell him the name that we learned.
Marutso.
Marutso.
Well, we'll definitely get that added into the record. This is quite the bind. I sent one of my men off to inform the palace about this potential threat. It is quite worrying. So he will also kind of like get some basic information from you and things like that. A few more members of the watch will arrive. You can guess that the one who got sent off also stopped by to send some more over, and he goes to confer with them, quietly for a few minutes, while your lawyer talks to you to get to get the details and go over potential liabilities. He will tell you that depending on how everything works out, this could be kind of bad for you because you did directly violate an order from the magistrate. However, he is hopeful that extenuating circumstances will apply, that you've uncovered a potential plot against Bral.
Solas says that if there are some consequences, then there is some consequences, but at least we saved an innocent merchant.
Well,
should we explain how we ended up discovering this in the first place by tracking the Xiao?
Have Braxon, you wanted to say something first?
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say also the fact that we have rescued Bellis is proof that our intentions when we were originally fined were to rescue Bellis.
Yeah.
and that Bellis wasn't rescued at the time and was still mind controlled and saying we were acting against him. So hopefully that will be taken into account, and that we summoned the watch to Bellis's place because we thought his life was at risk, and we now have proof that we were right. And hopefully all of that will be used as extenuating circumstances. And of course, we'll
and the fact that we came up front with the watch ourselves with this.
Yeah.
I want to know if it would be a good idea to bring up how we discovered this when we were following the urchin who turned out to be the Shao, to see if that might lead to needing to investigate the other guy involved who the urchin was both involved with.
I mean, it's an overarching plot of what
we
doing,
at least to mention to our lawyer that we think that this whole thing is also connected to the lawsuit we are facing.
Yeah.
Because the Shao sorcerer that's in the form of a kid had been going between Bellis and the guy that's suing us.
Well, this is where we don't want to get a magistrate giving us a court order to do something that we might need to do.
This is why we are discussing
we're
this
telling
with
the
our
lawyer.
lawyer.
I know.
Not Turfin or.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just making my point. Because if we get told not to do something, then we get told we've gone against what a magistrate's told us to do.
Yeah.
Whereas if we work out with the lawyer what we don't need to tell the magistrate, and we actually obtain evidence, then we will vindicate ourselves. Because the guy that's taken the court case against us, he needs rescuing too.
Which is why I'm going to explain to the lawyer how we discovered this in the first place and how the urchin's connected between the two, and get his opinion on what we should say.
So the lawyer will say that the fact that you've broken up whatever this group was, you may have to just wait and see what the what the guy suing you does in response, unless you have some evidence that he's actually in, like, something that you could present in court that this guy is actually involved in what's going on. You may have to just wait and see how what you've done affects that situation. For now,
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah.
But certainly, the fact that there is something going on, gives you some extra things that you can bring up in the court case and stuff like that. So, in a lot of ways, he's not really sure how it's going to shake out yet.
Okay. Then I guess we gotta wait for what happens with the whole guard thing.
I mean, that was something that we would have to wait in any case.
Turfin comes back and tells you that one of the members of the Watch who arrived had a report about some events that took place around Bellis's shop, and he wants to see if what you know about that.
Okay.
So he's asking you to like some events last night and this morning, and he's not giving you any information yet. He wants to know what you tell him first.
I'd probably tell him about the wall of fire I did when we...
Real fast, the stuff outside of the shop.
Then I leave that up to Lafdul.
Yeah, Solas would be looking at the Lafdul expectantly.
And so he's asking, like,
the group, they don't know that it would be me that would be responding.
But he's also, to be clear, he's asking what you know about events that took place since last night, going into this morning. So he's not saying multiple events, he's treating it as one whole thing, and he's not giving you any indication on what he currently knows.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm knitting. No, I'm not saying anything about that. Because that implicates me. Why the hell were you going anywhere near that place?
I mean,
And-
he already knows that we went there.
Yeah, I mean,
another violation for Lato going back at midnight.
Well, he knows
Yeah,
he knows. Look, okay, so
there was an incident.
real fast. Stuff has happened outside of Bellis's shop, last night and this morning. Last night into this morning. You
I
guys
could play it
know that
from
stuff
that
happened. You
angle.
passed by them.
Well, Solas
On your way
would
back.
tell Solas would tell what we saw on our way back.
Okay, and what are you saying?
Yeah.
That there were signs of a fight. The back door to Belas's shop was open, not because of us, and that I think we heard that a member of the watch had been attacked, and there was someone with the member of the watch that was also attacked.
Oh, didn't we learn like some mercenary or hireling or something, some organization? There was a name mentioned. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, it was fire something.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a local history check there, Ockar.
Okay. Let me find it.
It's funny because all of us remembered the incident, apart from Ockar, who did.
That's exactly on the dot.
Okay.
Is it charisma?
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's charisma.
Hmm.
So you hearing what they say, it clicks in your head. The person was a member of the Fireball Alliance. That is
Yeah.
a wizards organization that is basically they get resources from the crown on the agreement that they help out in defense of Bral in times of war, and they get called upon to support the Watch.
So I'd mention that. I'd say, yep, it seemed like one of the wizards of the Fireball Alliance was involved
Yeah,
too.
that was the name of the organization.
But you yourselves were not directly involved in those events.
No, while this was happening, we were in the secret base under the Bella's shop. We only
They
found out when we
might have
came out.
called reinforcements once we were inside, like magical alarms or something.
Yeah, there were some people that tried to enter the shop and come down to the secret stairs, but we had put a wall of fire to prevent any enemies attacking us from behind while we were fighting the genies and these yakmen.
So he'll kind of cock an eyebrow at that description and then says, well, so it seems that one member of the Watch and a member of the Fireball Alliance are currently in a coma. Not through any obvious attack, but it was a commander and a member of the Fireball Alliance who reported that there was an attack going on Bellis's shop, and they were going to protect the location. The reports are very confused since they just dropped unconscious in the middle of the street, and there was some sort of conflict between what, near as we can guess, members of the Halflings Thieves Guild and the Red Masks, if you're familiar with either of them. That did involve the Watch as well. It's all very confusing right now.
That dropping unconscious might might be side effect if they were possessed by these Yakmen.
Yeah, the Yakmen were asleep when we started to attack them, and when they woke up, then they might have just suddenly
And we didn't.
come out of the stupor.
Also, we used spell to enter the basement. Basically, we were not on this plane when we entered the basement, so there was no. They would have not been able to normally find out that we entered the basement.
Does the guard even know what another plane of existence is?
Very vaguely. You could just say that you entered magically.
Yeah,
Yep.
entered magically in a way that wouldn't leave any traces on the shop.
Well, there's
Nor
definitely
would
going
we
to be a
be
lot that
easily-
needs to be ironed out. Given that, I need to wait until a representative from the palace arrives, so we can confer with them about the situation at hand as well.
Of course, this is quite the threat that these creatures hold, with their ability to infiltrate places.
So it'll be about another 20 minutes or so before a group of people from the palace arrive. There's definitely an official of some sort, like not a military person, but an official with a palace watch escort, palace guard escort. And they'll confer with Turfin for a bit, exchanging information, and then the official will come in and he does not give you his name, but he does tell you that he is representing the crown, and he wants to examine Bellis and the corpse.
Of course, and
Yeah, we'll let him.
Solas mentions that there's 3 other corpses that were quite burnt that we have to leave behind.
So he speaks to Bellis, gets his side of the story, and then carefully examines the corpse. You don't see him
As
casting
he
any spells or
does
anything?
As he does this, can I, like, watch him just in case with detect evil intent?
Sure. You are not detecting any evil intent.
Okay.
I
It just requires me to watch.
No, I say that. I mean, I don't know how you feel about this, but I assume this is pretty standard affair. I could question the corpse the next day, and I'd be willing to allow the questions be directed from yourselves, if you wish.
The official says, "We will be taking possession of this corpse, and we have access to spellcasters of our own. This is a serious threat, if it is true, and we will need to determine if it is, in fact, true.
That's all right.
I have already summoned a cart to take this corpse to the palace. We'll also fetch the others as well.
Yeah, Solas explains how to get there.
Given... Oh, I already know, thank you. Given the circumstances, we are going to need you to keep this quiet. We would not want a panic in the streets, as you know.
Of course.
And as such, we will be issuing a fine, just 100 gold pieces each, so that'll be a total of 600 gold pieces,
Okay.
for
Well,
violating the
Puzzle
order,
Catherine.
and that should bring it to an end. But you must not speak of the details of this publicly. It is, at least not until we have been able to investigate it ourselves and publicly given out information to the people. Again, as I said, we would not want to panic in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Solas mentions that that he was able to detect the possession that these creatures are
Yes,
able
yes,
to do on
I've
other
heard,
people.
I've heard. I understand.
Yeah.
Sir, if I could make one request, do you think that you could? You can say no to this, but do you think you could at least please keep us in the loop of how this goes, if only for peace of mind?
I mean,
Because we did discover it, and we would like to know how the investigation
we're
goes.
involved with the our wizard who is our enemy, who got away, who plans on attacking us again. So, any potential lead for us to end this conflict, so he doesn't.
I can assure you, we will still need more information from you, so you will be hearing from us. As for whether we can keep you in the loop, that all depends on what our investigation reveals. And what the prince determines is what can be shared.
Okay, well, that's as much as I can hope for. Thank you.
So shortly thereafter, a cart will appear, and some members of the watch will help in getting the body up onto the cart, and they will take it away under a heavy like tarp, so that it's not at all obvious what is there. Like it looks like just goods.
Solas pays the fine of the 100 gold pieces at this moment.
You cannot do it right now. You have to go down to the
Okay.
magistrate office itself. It'll be finalized and everything like that. But there's some more talk and discussion, and your lawyer is not entirely sure what you're going to be able to bring up regarding the details of this at your trial, given what you've just been told. So he's going to figure that out.
You might have to.
But
might be one of those things that we have to keep it on the down low until we get hear back from them.
Keep in mind that tomorrow is the preliminary hearing anyway, so there's no actual trial going to happen.
Yeah, it's just going through the details and setting the schedule.
Yeah. But for now, you have kind of a free rest of the day at this point, as far as you know. At this, like, it's going to be mid-morning by now. There's been a lot of other talk. If you want to have any, if you have any other questions for Turfin or the lawyer, you can definitely ask. That will be a total of 3 hours that the lawyer was with you and helping you out, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Solas wants to take his mind off for the rest of the day, and basically he will go to make some poetry performances.
Off alone.
Ockar?
Yeah, you want to go along?
If someone he is asking if someone wants to come with him.
Where you going?
So Ockar's
Just going to the tavern, I think.
Ockar, hold on. Ockar, what are you doing?
Performances.
Ockar's going to invite his squire along, and they're going to go and meet up with his sister.
Okay.
I guess I should probably go with Ockar to fill in details of what I wanted, I guess.
Okay. So Bellis is going to need some time to recover.
He's also going to need protection.
I mean, you can bring in some of your gift from to stand guard at the shop if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Leva can go with Bellis because she's already. They in some ways they know each other best.
Okay.
So Leva's staying with Bellis. Me and Lafdul and my squire are going to go meet with my sister. Solas is going by himself to do poetry unless somebody wants to go with him.
Solas needs protection. I'll go with Solas if no one else wants to.
Solas is okay with someone coming with him, but I think the mage is not going to make open attacks at the moment against us.
Best to be safe.
Oh, sure, but if no one is coming, then no one is coming with Solas.
Yeah, I said Braxon's a come.
Yeah.
Or at
Finn
the
will
very
stay-
least, make sure you're in a public place where, it would be foolish for someone to attack you in broad daylight.
And Finn, what were you saying?
Finn will stay with Leva and Bellis.
Okay. So Finn and Leva, you spent some time with Bellis, and he's number one. He's very grateful to you guys, and he hasn't decided exactly how he'll reward you, but he's gonna try to figure something out. However, he is definitely thinking about moving shops. Like, he doesn't know what's up with that basement. He does not remember it being built at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, and just the shop now, that particular shop now has some,
Bad vibes.
yeah, bad
Yeah.
vibes for him.
Lafdul, you can buy the shop.
Now, you
No.
two
It even
will...
gives you a place to work to do your fence work in.
No, I don't want some place that's known to the Watch, and plus I'm getting it through the Thieves Guild. I want
True.
them to own the shop, so I don't have to... it's just somewhere I work and fence stuff off.
Fair enough. Where you were saying
I'm
all
trying to keep it light on my maintenance.
So, what was I saying? Give me a second.
Ah, see? It happens to us all.
It
Not
does.
just
It
me.
does. It does. So one thing that you would kind of figure out is that there's a good chance that the coinage you recovered from down there is at least in part Bellis's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, we should
Right.
Yeah.
probably hand that back then.
So you'd probably be able to draw that conclusion, at least in part.
Mm-hmm.
Since he has functionally had no idea what's been going on for the last couple of years, he has no idea what his finances should be like at this point.
Yeah.
that might be whoever's with him might want to make a trip to his bank with him and see.
Most people don't actually use banks, so...
He's got all of his stocks and gems and stuff.
They have this
Connections.
secret hidden strong boxes and such where they keep their money
Fair enough.
and trade bars.
So,
But there might be some books that have transactions.
but he does say that he'll definitely give you guys better prices on gems, at least as much as he can afford once he figures out what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so there's a good chance that his shop is going to move at some point.
Yeah.
All right. So Lafdul and Ockar, you meet up with Ockar's sister, and
I'd introduce her to Ingritha, my squire, since I was bringing her along.
And so you like, what exactly do you want from your sister?
I'll explain with Lafdul's help about what he saw last night and try to see if she's willing to investigate to see who in the watch was there and might be having dirty dealings with the Red Masks.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel I'm putting your sister in a bit of a bind because I didn't exactly admit to, being observation last night. And even if we did get this information, there's a conflict of loyalty. She'll have to go to her commander, and I'll be asked why didn't I admit to this. I might have to speak with Terfin about this now.
Did you actually see, did you get a good look at the member of the Watch?
Not the watch, no.
Okay.
I just needed their red masks. I'm just trying to basically look for who was there at that time.
Okay. So, she
Yeah,
has
I've
a
got-
good idea of who was on patrol in that area last night, and it was that one
He went
member of the guard
comatose.
who is currently unconscious or in a coma or something like that. His name is Kurvad. So like right now, she's like aware that they would have been in the area, so that might be, you might want to make note of that name. But he's in a
Sorry.
he's unconscious or
What name?
in a coma or something like that.
What was his name?
Kurvad.
Kurvad.
Could you spell that, please?
There you go.
I think he was a watch commander possessed by a shadow or Yakman thing.
Maybe he's unconscious.
I'll
but
put
no
it as a
one knows.
question mark.
So maybe the Yak men have been trying to brainwash people in the watch.
And it's not really brainwash, but possession
Yeah.
and impersonating as them.
I hate it when you copy and paste. It just doesn't do the right formatting in cells. And
Oh, that's certainly useful to know.
he's human.
Yes,
Professional watch commander.
most of the watch are.
I think majority of the population are human in Bral.
Yeah.
So it would stand that most of the watch are then also human.
Well, that's certainly very useful.
Any other information that you want to ask her about, or I mean, like she'll look into it. If you tell her to be careful, then she will be careful.
I tell her to be careful, since they seem to be working with some dangerous people.
I believe it's starting to piece together based on what we've been told that the watch commander must have been possessed. He obviously commanded his subordinates to not ask questions, look the other way, but obviously they were in cahoots with the red masks to guard Bellis's shop at the Shao Mage's request last night. I was keeping watch on them, as it were. I need to tell what's his name, that watch commander, but the onus was on me. The responsibility is on me. It wasn't on the organization that I work for, so I'll speak to him and tell them that. So obviously it'll stop any complications in the future.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, I was. No, I don't think there is anything else now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there isn't, I don't think.
Okay. Do you want to swing by alone, obviously, your Thieves Guild, and let them know what you know?
Yeah, I'll if you don't mind taking me to the watch, obviously I'll speak to Tervin, then you can part your own ways, and obviously I can make myself invisible, so I'm not too worried about being attacked alone, and I got my necklace that prevents me from being scryed on.
I'll escort you over to the watch with Ingritha, and then split off
I'll
there.
meet you back at the office later in the day, or the rest of the party.
Okay. So you get to the lower watch, and what do you want to inform Turfin of specifically?
Basically, obviously, if I could have a quiet word, and basically said I didn't exactly tell the whole truth. I was aware of things that happened the night before. I was basically keeping tabs on Ballas because I was trying to see if I'm lying to an extent. I'm basically saying I was I'm coming up with a story that I was looking for the Shao kid, expecting him to go out at night, and that never happened. I slipped off the roof. I got attacked, but they never figured out who I was because I was invisible.
Just tell her you weren't sure and you didn't want to discuss this with the magistrate.
Yeah, I didn't want
That
to,
would probably cover you.
because that was gonna put the company more at a fault, and this was my own doing. So the onus is kind of on me.
I mean, there's also, like, obviously if you're on a roof, that's a little bit different, but if you're just watching the shop, there's less that they can do about it. So, it's more of
obviously, I can fabricate that. I don't know. They obviously attacked me, but how would they know I was there?
Well, so again,
again.
like there's an element of keep it simple kind of thing, you know, like what you want to tell Turfin, keep it as simple as possible. So what exactly do you want him to know? That there were red masks and
yeah, there was red masks
working
being hired. They were working with a watch. They were obviously being bribed.
There you go. So you could just say that you were watching the shop last night, and you think that there were watch and unsavory characters, perhaps red masks, that were working together.
Yeah, well, they wear red veils.
But like you can lie.
Okay.
It's okay. You could give information without giving all the information, stuff like that, and keep it simple.
Yeah, no, all right.
So he will thank you, and we'll
I don't
definitely
know if
look
this
into
clears up anything.
Okay, so you make your way to your Thieves Guild.
Yeah, I'm going to go off the beaten path. I look like I'm going to like the Elven Forest or something, then find somewhere to hide, make myself invisible, leave the Elven Forest, then go to Thieves Guild. I use my Ring of Invisibility.
Okay.
I make damn sure I'm not being followed on paranoid levels of, you know.
Okay. All right, so you get to the Thieves Guild. Is there someone in particular that you want to meet with, or what?
If the mayor is about, if not one of the higher officers, well, you know, I'm trying to think, Thieves Guild. Because I got names of the Thieves Guilds. Hang on, where is it? There's Jarrus, I don't know if he's there. He was a juice collector. I know he was higher up in the echelon.
Yeah, but he's very much a finance guy.
Yeah,
but you can still talk to him.
The information person, if she's around. If not,
well, I guess the question is, who do you like? What information do you want to share? So, who do you think would be the most important?
The events.
Okay.
Basically, the Red Masks were operating in the Halfling Guild's territory. They were in cahoots with the guards. I don't mind. Nah. Obviously, I got attacked, but it's the fact that they can be blackmailed as to, you know, they were operating outside of this territory. They shouldn't have been doing that.
I mean, you could mention that what Turfin mentioned to us, that the Red Masks and Halflings fought.
Yeah, I suppose I'll mention that.
I mean, you already informed someone at the Thieves Guild that Red Masks were sighted in the area, right?
Yeah, I wrote a letter. It was addressed to Samara, but to anyone.
Then you probably want to go talk to Samara again.
Yeah.
Kind of see what the effects of that were.
Yeah, obviously I'll try to update her of today's events.
Okay. So you get into her little office, and she, would you have dispelled the illusion, the invisibility, as soon as you got there, kind of thing? Okay.
Once I'm inside the building, I don't need to be visible, and obviously I can confirm my identity.
Okay. So you enter her office, and she kind of looks at you and cocks an eyebrow and says, well, it seems like some excitement has happened today that you were involved with.
Yeah. Last night and this morning.
Yes, you did let me know about the Red Masks operating in the Halflings district, and we passed that information along, and it does seem to have had an impact.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were going to blackmail the Red Masks or, and to not tell it. I don't know how
Oh,
you
it
were
was
going to
much
play
easier.
it,
It was much easier to let the Halflings Thieves Guild take
deal
out
with
some
it.
of their members.
Yeah, no loss on our side. Well, I mean, I got stabbed a couple of times, but that's fine. I got better.
And really, you're not that important, she
Oh,
says with a grin.
I would like to think that I'm above, like, the lowest level guys here.
Well, yeah, we've never asked you to clean the latrines.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that could always be worse. No, that's fine. So I relay information, basically what I know, because I don't mind sharing information. What's been going on, the place underneath, Bella's being possessed, the guards potentially being possessed. That's why they were working with the Red Masks.
So you're gonna tell her about the bovine creatures.
Yeah.
Okay. So she will furrow her brow and says, "Well, that might explain a few odd things that we've been noticing, but that is very disturbing. I will definitely have to get in touch with my counterpart among the halflings, see if they had any idea about this either."
There was a royal representative who asked us to keep this hush hush because it's
Well, I'm not going to tell him that you told me.
Yeah, no, I mean public panic, evil people possessing people, it's just to keep it low key for a little while, at least.
Yes, I'm not planning on sharing too much beyond our upper echelons. But it is definitely something that we need to keep an eye out for.
Oh yeah, I mentioned the Dao, the Earth Genie. Do you know of a person, a Shao kid by the name of Martuso? Maruzzo? Because
hold
he's
on.
been
She'll
plaguing us.
pull out some notebooks from her desk and flip through them, and then says,
"He's a Shao wizard who is
yes,
making himself younger.
Didn't you all kill him a few years
back? We
back?
thought we did. Do we confirm if we killed him? He just seemed to have gotten back, didn't he, or something?
You don't know.
I remember. It's apparently he got away or something.
He was jettisoned, or his corpse was jettisoned.
Well, we thought we killed him. He was jettisoned, unless he had some kind of contingency to bring himself back somehow, or he owed a favor to someone.
Oh damn it! I know what he did.
That
I can't say it though.
He had contingency or wish, resurrect or clone or something.
As a player, it's most likely clone or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did a contingency wish or something if he can cast ninth level spells. Clone is 8th.
Clone is easier usually for those situations.
I'd say
and
clone.
Most.
Oh, well, that means he's at least 14th level spellcaster. Or more. I can't remember. I forgot where I'm going with my trail. Yeah, no, I say we dealt with him a few years ago before we disappeared for a couple of years all along Wild Space. We thought we killed him, but we've now found out he's been the one that's been antagonizing us for the past week, possessing people that have been in the wrong place at the wrong time, but conveniently tools to use against us. So we're now putting 2 and 2 together, but there's limited impact of that we can use in the courtroom. So,
well, if I haven't discovered that he was alive after he was supposedly jettisoned, he is clearly quite good at hiding himself. I'll put out some feelers with my counterparts among the Yakuza and see if there's anything that they can tell me. But we don't have
I think he's
the best relations with them. But I might
I
be able
think
to get
he's
something.
more in league with the Red Masks.
Well, I certainly
considering-
cannot get any information out of them.
Yeah.
But
yeah, well,
I have
the other
avenues to
guilds-
talk with the other guilds if there
You don't.
are things that they might be, there's always mutually beneficial information that we sometimes trade. I'll see if they are willing to share anything that they know.
All right. Yeah, I think that's about it. Really. Obviously the two people put in a coma. I don't know. Do the halflings work with poisons? Did they do that, or was that just coincidence?
She doesn't have any information about that, so she doesn't know.
All right.
She doesn't have, like, all she knows is like, her informants have, were able to tell her that with the information that you gave, it allowed the halflings to attack the red masks in the early morning hours this morning. And that is part of what caused all of the confusion. It was very successful on the halflings' part.
Well, yeah. There's only going to be a handful of red masks to get the entire guild to go against them.
Well, but they wouldn't have sent all of the halflings either. But
Yeah,
obviously the
draw
red
too much
masks
attention.
were taken by surprise, in other words.
Alright. Oh, just another day in the office as well. I need to head back. Turns out Bellas is gonna, well, we're gonna have to look after him for a while. I don't know if that shell's gonna potentially want to kill the guy. Shame, he's a good gem merchant. I had good dealings with him.
I mean, you haven't gotten the impression that he plans to leave Bral.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I don't think I indicated that. No, I just said, he's going to need protection. That was all.
Yeah.
I'm not indicating that the Thieves Guild do anything. I'm just muttering to myself, I guess. Thinking, rambling. Yeah, no, I probably should head back to my company and I guess start planning for my court date tomorrow.
Okay. So you, everyone would get back to the office by evening, and you guys can decide what you want to do.
Would Braxon be able to do any of his exercises while in a pub, or is that
No, you need
too much space?
You need a room for it.
What kind of exercises? I know it's
Exercises
dexterity.
Yeah, exercises for making himself more bendy.
Lafdul's pretty dexterous. You could probably think of something.
I guess it's like yoga.
You need your room, basically. Yeah, a room.
Okay.
In
Okay.
room,
Oh, you could
something
put
like
on
that.
like a public fight, a wrestling, let the patrons play.
No, Braxton has to do
That's not the
specific
exercises.
stuff. It's not just rolling around and doing whatever people find amusing.
They are very specific exercises from the book.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
He's learning a specific set of skills.
You're only 1 point of dex away from multi-classing, actually. If you want to
Skills.
do dual classing.
Skills that will allow him to hunt down woodworms. I can't remember the rest of the quote.
Okay, so do you want to return to your inn?
Is Ballas staying with us at least for a little while? Is
He can make his own arrangements if or you can make arrangements for him, but he's not like the watch has closed off his shop for now.
I think
Yeah,
we'll make arrangements for him to stay at the inn with us so that
we can protect him.
keep him protected.
Okay.
All right.
I think he'll say no to that.
Promises to pay you back for that.
Oh, he doesn't have
Okay.
to.
All right. Then
Because,
he won't.
it's a working relationship with him. It's better to have the working relationship than it is to
He can still pay us back if
Oh.
he really wants to.
Also, Lafdul, Samara would have asked, given everything that's happened, you no longer need her to find a map of the shop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I will tell you
would have
that
mentioned.
it wouldn't have helped because it was secret construction.
Mm-hmm. The poetry that Solas performed today is nothing to do with the company. It was, just to make it clear, it was basically he wanted something comfortable to tell people, so he basically gave poetry recitations of some Ogma's wisdom.
Okay. All right, so you head to your inn, which is over here, building 32.
We're on the dungeon map.
Oh,
yeah.
Oops. I thought I had dragged you over a while ago. I'm sorry.
Nah. It's not a problem.
Yeah, it's all right. We weren't doing anything important.
No, I know, but it still is. I just forgot to do that.
Yeah.
It has been a while since I moved myself over here.
Okay.
So you head to the inn. Is there anything that anyone wants to do before you get to sleep and everything?
Exercises.
Okay. Besides that, I know that you need to do that.
Solas would pray to Ogma.
Okay.
Specifically.
Specifically that he will guide that mimic that is looking for mind food, not to eat people.
Oh, you mean learn to you? Well,
Okay.
it's your responsibility. It's not eating people. Lafdul mentioned to the priest, because we might potentially get attacked by the Shao, or Bellis might get attacked. Is it worth us taking Sacred Guardians on each other? Oh, it's only me and you that can cast. I don't think I can cast that. So.
I should also point out that your court hearing is for 10 a.m., so you may have a limit to how much you can memorize.
Braxon's happy to do a watch shift in the night if he can borrow the blanket.
I mean, they are company items.
Yeah, but Ockar is in charge of it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ockar's the one that just holds it.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, like, you two can basically just always trade off if you want to have a half-night watch kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then that works out pretty well. Then both of you get enough sleep.
Yeah, like you get the first watch. I need to rest and regain hit points because I got pretty hurt. So
yeah, I got slightly hurt.
So I'll take second watch.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think it's something that we can all agree that happens automatically without needing to do the song
Since
and
I'm
dance.
replacing my first double spell, I'm going to heal Ockar another 1d8.
Alright, that's a Cure Light Wounds for Ockar. Okay.
I got
I
slightly hurt, but I think Ockar took more damage.
Yeah.
You can leech life off Ockar.
I think I was the closest to going down.
I mean, yeah.
I didn't want you going down because you lose all your spells. That's what I was trying to heal you.
Yeah, I was five hit points away from going down.
That Axe of Life or something. You got something that gives you life.
Warhammer of Life, not Axe of Life.
What's it do?
It has the effect that when if I were to go down while I fight with it, it casts Cure Serious.
Oh.
I've got several healing spells left.
Well,
I can take more if anyone is wanting to heal.
I'm going to use the blanket that might heal me up the rest of the way. Because I remember it did a good bit of healing.
The blanket? I don't think the blanket does.
The blanket or the pillow? Together?
One of them improves your healing rate.
Yeah, the blanket and pillow together improves your healing rate.
One of them.
I'm still about 20 points down.
I'm only about
Okay.
12 points down now.
Doubles the rate at which hit points regain, so you get 2.
Okay.
If you had someone tending to you and giving you herbalism, you would get normally 3, which would be a 4, or 6 actually. But I don't think we are, so we need sleep. So you just got a 2.
Okay. I'll start with casting a Cure Serious on Solas then.
Okay, real quick, I think we were forgetting exactly how the pillow and the blanket worked. The blanket actually
maintains temperature.
Yes, correct. It does not have any effect on the amount of time you need to sleep. The pillow cuts in half the time needed to rest and regain spells.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a sheet for this.
It's on the player thing and the group items.
It is?
So Soul's got back 12 hit points?
It's in the Mist Jewelry magical knickknacks.
Yeah, but we basically use them in conjunction.
No, I don't see it.
You can look after the game.
Yeah.
It's in the... It's the tab over from
you can look after the game. Talk about it after
we'll
the
look
game.
after the game. So, are we doing any more healing?
Okay. Cure Moderate next on Ockar. Well, that rolled well.
Hey, anything is better than nothing.
Could
have been worse.
I got 2 Cure Lights left. I'll give 1 each.
I'm sorry, 1 to who?
1 to Solas and 1 to Ockar.
Okay. So first one Solas, second one Ockar. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. That went so well, actually, that I'm 2 points away, so I should get the 2 points
I'm
with rest.
1 point away from full, so I'll just regain health when I sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 4 away. I wasn't going to heal myself. I can get that back for time.
Okay. So
thank you.
That's it for me.
Okay.
I think Braxon's still a bit injured.
I'm 14 away.
We got temporary healing potions. I might as well use them. It'll be
Solas,
a while before I start replacing them, so...
Solas would go to bed as early as possible after he returns from the poetry recitation.
Yeah, it's just Solas that doesn't have them.
I'll go to bed with the blanket and pillow.
Braxon, do you want to use any of the temporary potions?
Yeah, I was just trying to click on myself, see if there's a macro for it.
There is not. It's just 2d4
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, Finn will also go to bed early.
Okay.
I will try to go as early as I can, but... Yeah.
So that'd be my one.
Braxon's gone.
Plus 7. All right, that's getting a bit closer.
Okay. All right. Then you guys get to sleep unless there's anything anyone else wants to do before sleeping.
No. What time are we going to try to sleep at, so we can have an idea of maybe how long we got? So
I mean, if you want to figure out how much time it takes you to get your spells back, you probably want to get meet with your lawyer by 9 and get ready and then go over to the magistrate and everything like that.
Oh, that means less than an hour, maybe.
Depends on what time you go to sleep.
Well, I think we
as early as I can. You know.
I think we should go. Well, we were up through the morning, so we can go to sleep whenever
So
in the afternoon.
It'd be easier to sleep if we got up early.
the place where we're in, where Braxton's essentially guarding everyone until he swaps with Ockar. Have we got like a floor to ourselves? Are we all in one room?
You've got some separate rooms. I
Right.
think Leva wanted a room to herself. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then I think some of the rest of you are sharing, so probably 3 rooms.
Okay.
Are you keeping your companion with us, Ockar?
Yeah,
she's...
mainly because of the situation going on, and she's connected to us, and it might be good to have the extra sword.
So
I mean, she could stay with Leva being the other woman of the party, I guess.
Leva's good with that.
Then I guess.
Well, hold on. Leva, do you want to share a room with another woman? Or do you want a room to yourself?
Ingritha, my squire.
Ingritha.
She's a paladin.
Well,
training.
Okay.
I mean, it's up to you.
It's better not to sleep alone. That's why I was suggesting it. I mean...
Well, Leva is quite happy to sleep alone, but if there's no other solution, she will accept the other one.
No, she can sleep in one of the other rooms.
Well, then she can.
Okay.
Leva doesn't care about safety.
Not much.
So, Braxon, you can basically be on guard outside the rooms.
Yeah. Is there like a window in the corridor that is with the rooms, or what?
A window out onto the street?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Braxon will periodically, he's not going to put his face to the window, but he will periodically try and look out the window and see if he can see anyone observing the building.
Okay.
As well as checking for anyone that's in there.
All right.
I don't know how useful this will be. I would have mentioned this before going to bed. To either Solas or I guess Leva technically as well, and well, I just mentioned it to the group. I might be able to get information from my thought captures next day if one of you is able to get me access to that underground place again.
Yeah, we can go there.
I don't know how useful it'll be, but I might get something. You never know.
Okay, let's go there then.
Well, it'll be the next day. It'll be after the meeting, so because obviously we won't have time to do it before. After the court thing.
I just had a thought.
Yeah, that's what thought capture does. You get thoughts.
Sorry.
What was the thought?
Maybe Braxton can use Hularat and station Hularat near the window, because Hularat will have better vision.
Yeah.
And will draw Braxton's attention if he sees anyone. Like, basically, Braxton will want Hularat to tell him if the same person is hanging around for looking at the building.
Okay.
Does Hularat look like a real owl?
Yes.
When he's an owl, yes.
Yeah.
But
where's Beowulf?
Beowulf would be staying with us too
Yeah,
if
in
the
his
inn
room.
allows it. Otherwise, he'd be out like in the inn stables.
So he could help standing guard by standing watch by moving around and sniffing.
He needs sleep too.
He needs sleep too.
Not as much as we do.
He's getting rest.
I imagine Ockar has to keep an eye on him every now and again so he doesn't randomly eat a stray cat.
He knows.
I mean, he's a dire wolf. It's food to them.
All right, so Braxon, you're taking the first watch, and Ockar is taking second?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Braxon, you do not hear anything untoward, like coming from any of the rooms, as you're watching, and you don't notice anything obvious outside the window.
Okay. Cool.
Like obviously suspicious. So about halfway through the night, you wake up Ockar, and he does the same. Solas, you probably are not going to be waking up that early. Probably the earliest you could get up is like 4 or 5.
Okay.
So, Ockar, you do not hear anything suspicious from any of the rooms, and you also don't notice anything suspicious out the window.
Okay.
Does it sound about right if we got like 4 hours worth of spell memorization, or?
Yeah, 4 hours is probably about the limit that you could do, and also get
Alright.
other morning things done.
Alright, so I got an idea of what I can change there.
And since I used the pillow, my spell memorization goes by real quick.
Well, you just need less time to rest. You
Okay.
can do it with 4 hours rather than thing. But I do think that because it allows you to get, like, spell memorization is much more sensitive than just being rested enough to function and, like, swing a sword. I do think that that should apply to Braxon only needing 4 hours of actual sleep as well.
Okay. Luckily, I only have 2 first level spells and 1 second level spell, so it won't take too long.
Yeah. So whoever uses the pillow will get 2 hit points back, and everyone else will get 1 hit point back.
So me and Braxton get 2 hit points back.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so anything that anyone wants to do in the morning after getting their spells replaced? Like a quick spell that they want to cast that's going to last the day or something like that?
Levi is going to cast Detect Scrying.
Okay.
I think Braxon will do those exercises again while people are preparing spells if he's got time.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
would
you do.
cast Sacred Guardian on Ballas if he'd allow me to. It would just give me a mental warning if you are attacked for like the next week or so.
Let's add on the other 2 hit
The
points.
other one on Solas, because the odds are me and Solas would be the 2 people that'll be separated the most.
So
I will cast Astral Awareness and Strength.
Okay.
Alt?
Yep. Oh, I need to
Did
roll. Yeah, level
Exactly.
Sorry.
for spells today, I'm preparing Protection from Evil, Command, and No Alignment.
No Wild Surge, Leva.
Oh, well, okay.
Oh, well, you wanted to fireball the inn, huh?
If you
A
wanted the
massive
Wild
hole.
Surge,
You know
should
that
cast
Braudel Faldric would have been walking by at the exact same time that happened, right?
Yeah, knowing our luck.
Also, if you want the Wild Surges, you should cast Nahal's Reckless Devomer.
Well, it's a matter of accidentally, you know. I don't want to provoke it.
Okay. So, anything else anyone wants to get done in the morning?
Solas makes
I
himself
don't-
look as presentable as possible.
Yeah, I
I
don't
guess
know.
I do the same.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know if we've got time to do anything else, have we?
I guess
I mean,
I
some
use
of you
my
do.
etiquette
Well,
to
you do,
know.
but
I use my etiquette to know how to best prepare myself for something like this.
For one
What best to
thing,
wear.
no obvious weapons and armor.
Yeah.
And of course, since this is the High Magistrate that you're going to, the best outfits that you have.
Solas
Yeah.
basically is going to don his official Cleric of Ogma robes.
Yeah, I got like 100 gold costume. Well, fancy stuff that I wore at the shower place.
Yeah, I have that
I would
too,
wear.
so I'll wear that, the fancy outfit.
I don't think Clever has any fancy outfits.
No, you got the one that I paid for, that you have. I gave it to you. There's a female version, I had the male version. Well, it was just a fancy outfit. It was like 100
Okay.
gold worth.
Have we got any spare GIF?
GIF?
Yeah, we got some GIF.
Mercenaries.
You,
Higemos.
Ockar would be able to tell you that a group of guards would not look good.
Yeah.
Also, basically, we can carry weapons when we go travel to the court, but basically we have to give them away for the while we are in the courtroom.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the
main
thing...
we can have our gear to protect ourselves while we are traveling to there.
Well, not if we have to not wear armor inside. There's no point wearing a suit of armor and taking it off.
Yeah, but you can have your weapons and such.
Yeah, the main reason I was going to say that is we might get attacked to or from the court.
So keep in mind that you are here, your lawyer's office is here, and the High Magistrate is here. So yes, you might get attacked, but you're also not crossing the entire city or anything like that.
Yeah,
and also we are on the big streets with the upper guard.
Yep. No, I think we're still in the middle city at the moment.
Yeah, I'm like putting my armor in my pack, which I'll hand over along with like my weapons and stuff when we get there.
How would Elven chain work? Because I can just wear my braces instead, but...
So again, you can't wear anything obvious.
It's under my arm, my equipment usually, my clothing, but... Can I disguise it, or... Nah, that's fine, I'll wear my braces.
I mean, you can try wearing Elven male underclothing.
No,
like again, like you can also try, keeping hidden weapons on you too. It's more about being, obvious.
I think
that's what Ockar would be able to tell you.
So.
I think Braxon's gonna comply with the spirit of the rules. If we've got some people that are guarding Bellis, they can guard our equipment.
I'll leave Ingritha and Beowulf with Bellis.
Yeah. Braxon will take his iron stones, and he's going to take no obvious weapons. And he will just find an improvised weapon if we get attacked in court.
Okay.
Ockar will take his rings and the scarab.
Oh yeah, all that sort of stuff.
And his sword that he'll hand over when we get there, he's just taking it just in case.
Okay. I mean, any jewelry and stuff like that, that's all perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Unless you feel it would look really gaudy.
In that case, Lever will pack her sling into her backpack.
Yeah, sorry, Braxon.
They're not going to let you take a pack into the room with you.
You put it in your bag of holding.
Yeah, okay.
Small enough to fit in.
I'm not sure if they let you take bags on your belt.
So it's like a bag.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Braxon will wear his magical rings as well, and he'll be wearing his magical boots that jump.
And your girdle.
I don't know if the girdle looks.
It's fine. It's just a girdle.
It's more like it's clothing jewelry type thing. That's fine. It's not armor.
It does also make people like Braxon less unless they're dwarves. Is the High Magistrate a dwarf by
No.
any chance?
But there might
I
be
pro-
some dwarves on the jury.
Yeah.
That's
Which
true.
Isn't going to be happening today, but
It's dwarves and halflings and gnomes, or is it just?
I'd probably leave the girdle behind.
Yeah,
no, you
Braxon.
wear it.
No,
Bra-
I think you should leave it behind. Since
Yeah,
we're talking
Braxon.
with the magistrate today.
Braxton's going to leave it behind.
but
today.
what if someone casts a spell on you? You miss out on that sweet saving throw bonus.
That's true, but them's the breaks.
Okay.
Mhm.
You will need to adjust your hit points appropriately then.
Oh yeah. Oh blimey, how much am I getting?
How much
So
are you
hit point
losing?
level, so
And
it's
I'm
fairly
still-
easy for you.
I'm still 5 down. Is it?
Is
Your
Ironstone
current goes down
problematic?
in max.
No, it's not.
So Ironstones are okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
What level are you, Braxon?
He's level 11.
Okay, so you'll lose, and you're going from 16 to 15 Constitution?
Yeah.
Okay. You'll lose 9 hit points, and that's from both current and max. And next time you put it on, you'll gain 9 hit points to both current and max.
Right.
So you keep the amount of damage that you have.
Yeah.
So never take it off if you're down to like 3 hit points.
For me, it's a lot harder calculation since I'm dual classed.
It
Yeah,
would
that's what I've
still
said.
like it would generally still be you'd lose 1 for however many levels you have as in your max class, up to 9 or 10 depending on the class.
Question?
Mhm.
Should we put some icon onto Leva to show that she has mantle? Otherwise, we might forget at some point.
If you just make a note for yourself that you have it up, like
Well, I know. She knows.
no, right, but I mean, like that is something for you to keep in mind as the player. It's a semi-permanent effect.
Mhm.
So no, it doesn't need a token or a little token mark on your character.
All right.
So Finn will wear his bracers. He will actually wear his displacer for hide cloak. And rings, things like that. And he will take his mace just in case, but he will hand it over as soon as he gets to the courthouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would I be received if I was wearing a cloak of displacement? I just
Wearing a
took
cloak
from
of
a slight
displacement
angle.
is not obvious until someone actually tries to hit you.
Yeah, but if you're talking, it's me that perceives it wrong, not them. That they're not quite facing me.
Yeah, kinda. I mean, the closer someone is to you, then the more obvious it might be. You can always take the cloak off when you get there and fold it up,
Yeah.
Mhm.
like hang it over the
No.
back of your chair
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
what I'll do.
Okay.
Cloak, braces. Problem is I carry wrist sheaths. I don't want anything obvious like that out. I take my daggers out. I put them in my pouch.
Okay.
I'll see if I get asked to not wear it, but trying to think.
Belt pouches are fine, but
It's my
backpacks would
bag
not
of.
be.
Yeah, no, my backpack I won't have because that's got my rods and stuff in it.
Yeah, Braxton's going to take 2 weapons. His battle axe of healing, which he'll use to heal himself if we get into a fight, and he's throwing axe that returns, and he'll hand them both in.
Okay. All right.
I'll take the quarterstaff and the wand as my weapons.
My weapons are both my short swords, the obvious ones that I'm handing in. I got 3 daggers inside my pouch.
All right. Okay, so you head over to your lawyer's office first.
Mhm.
He
No.
basically just goes over real quickly, rules. Some of the stuff is things that Ockar already informed you with etiquette, and he asks if you have any questions on what this preliminary hearing will involve.
Mhm.
And does anyone have any questions?
No, we're just gonna have the charges listed against us. So.
And we decide if it's going to be jury or the whatever the other word was.
Secilium or something, I can't remember.
Concilium, I think.
Concilium.
Concilium.
Yeah.
And the lawyer's recommending that we don't mention the other stuff at this time.
Yeah.
This is just a preliminary hearing, so it's more about it's going to be some basic stuff.
Yeah,
Like
determining
there isn't going to be any
schedules and such.
testifying or anything like that.
Do we need to bring the lawyer with us to write down?
Yeah.
Go with him.
We're going with him.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, I healed up 1 hit point as well.
All right, so you make your way over to the High Magistrate. It is, of course, at a point in time when the streets are fairly busy, but you have an uneventful trip over there.
Mhm.
You do get to the magistrate building, which is a large hexagonal building with 3 smaller wings right there. And there's multiple floors, less than half a dozen individual courtrooms. Not all of them are in use at all the time. One of the wings serves as offices. One of the wings serves as barracks for the actual guardsmen, and the third wing serves as more offices for the magistrates themselves.
Question. Just to make mental picture of the place. Is this
it's a fountain.
Just basically a fountain park area?
Yeah. It's got well manicured lawn. The
some benches,
paved paved road in front of it, a fountain, and most of these buildings in the high city, it's very park-like, and this area is semi-public in that whereas the individual mansions around here are private property. You can't just if you trespass on them, then they can you're trespassing. This is semi-public in that people can come here, but the High Magistrate Watch takes a dim view to loitering around here. So unless you look wealthy,
yeah. So you can't easily go and have picnic there.
You can if you look wealthy, but there's also other places that would be better than in front of really a courthouse. So there's other places that are better for that kind of thing. But certainly, strolling in with some trees, going to the fountain, and just having a nice walk in a semi-public place, you can do that. The building is has real strong architecture to it. It's a well-designed building. It looks really good. You remember, Ockar would be able to tell you that I believe it was Frun's reign when it was built, and a lot of the buildings were built then. It's a very grand building in a lot of ways. So you get in. They will be taking your obvious weapons, and it's basically like, no weapons allowed inside. Turn them in here to the office, and
Yeah, Braxon's already going to be taking his weapons off when he comes in.
Yeah, I'd pass over my sword, which was
I
the
got
only
my
one I
2
brought with
short
me.
swords.
so you
Then I'll
check
hand
all your
over the
weapons, and
mace.
each of you will get a little marker, a little chit, to indicate which is yours, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying, Finn? I'm sorry.
Just adding that he was handing in his mace.
Okay. All right.
I doubt I could have casted Detect Spirit in any place without drawing attention while going inside.
Not
just imagine-
really.
Imagine the
Yeah.
magistrate being possessed.
Not really.
It does have a duration of 1 turn plus 1 turn plus level.
I mean, you could have cast it before you
Hope it lasts.
left,
Yeah.
Or in the
or
lawyer's office.
at the lawyer's office before leaving.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
wanted to do that.
I would cast it.
Okay.
Can there's no point Braxton bringing Hularak because Hularak would have been turned off now.
Yeah.
But can he have the fly with him?
In
I mean, it's
the form
in a
of the
pocket.
ebony figure in your pocket, sure.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
big is that thing?
It's not. Yeah, it's not that big.
Oh, is this?
And they're not searching. They're not like searching you.
Yeah.
Taking you at your word.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Did
Now-
Lever detect any scrying?
No, you have not.
Okay.
You do like the lawyer would tell you that if they if you pull out a weapon when you're not clearly if you pull out a weapon, chances are you're going to get hit with a big fine if there is a good explanation. Like someone comes at you with their own hidden weapon. Then you're going to get hit with a fine. If you pull out a weapon and attack someone else, there's a pretty good chance that you're going to the underside for 5 years at least.
Yeah.
Is what he would tell you. So they're taking you on your word. They're not searching you, but you better be really, 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 really careful about not violating the rules. Kind of.
Braxon would only fight in self-defense. If somebody tried to kill the magistrate or something, Braxon would try and stop them.
You will still get hit with a fine because they have guards. They have guards and stuff like that. And the lawyer will basically tell you that if there is someone armed who is not a guard, there's a pretty high chance that the guards are not really gonna wait for you to explain yourself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they do have some wizards on staff as well, so there's a pretty good chance that it's like hit them all with weapons and spells and sort it out later, kind of thing.
Yep. Yeah, Braxton's not going to start a fight.
Yeah.
I just meant he's not got any weapons.
So you have to wait around in a bit of a waiting area, and the lawyer would explain to you that there's separate waiting areas depending on whether you're defense or plaintiff or defense or prosecutor kind of thing. So you do not see Bral, but after a time your case is called and you do enter a magistrate's office. You are not before the High Magistrate themselves. You're before one of the assistants. And you are seated at a table with your lawyer and all of you. And then Bral, Falderic, and his lawyer come in from the other side and take a seat. And Bral is giving you, all of you guys just a glare. But we will have to find out exactly what he's alleging you have done next time.
Yeah.
As we get to the trial then. All right. Yep.
Quick question.
Mhm.
Solas' spell that he has up, is it still up by the time we get in there? And
Yep.
does he notice anything when Braddock comes in?
He does not.
Okay.
I mean, if I had noticed anything, everyone would have.
Yes.
Since the spell makes the spirit visible to everyone.
Okay. Well, that's good on one account.
All right. Let me calculate out some XP. Give me a second.
Braxon.
I'm sorry?
Braxon would be smiling at Valdrick, but not in a sarcastic way.
You sure?
That is
It's always
not going
sarcastic.
to go over well with
That's
him.
not a
I can
good
guarantee you
idea.
that.
Mhm.
I'm trying to keep it professional.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Maybe
You can still do that. You can still do that. I'm just saying he's not going to take
you
it well.
fake.
He won't be looking hostile. Let me put it that way.
You
I mean,
hold out your hand
not,
to shake his hand. You know that will go that well.
none of us is looking hostile, but basically, if you were to smile at him, he might take it negatively.
Yeah, he probably will, won't he?
Okay.
He would basically think that you are laughing at him.
XP wise, that is going to be. Oops, forgot to mark something down. All right. For Leva and Lafdul, that will be 1,300 XP.
Ugh, I'm short slightly.
Seriously.
Lovely.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I needed 1,400. I'm pretty sure.
Oh man. See, I love doing this without actually knowing how much you actually need.
Actually, the 10% might put me over.
That's my favorite part.
Plus 10%. Yeah, no. Yeah, I am over. I do level. Barely.
Hey! Any leveling, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's still a level. We'll get to that in a
My
second.
Thief. Thief is now 12th level.
Solas, that will be 1,000 XP. Ockar, 1,420. Braxon, 1,620. And Finn, 6,000.
Right. I don't think I'm leveling.
Yeah, I'm leveling because my Thief's over by 29 XP.
Yeah, with just so little XP, I'm nowhere close to leveling.
So little XP. Braxton would have dreamed of XP of this sort of level when he was first level.
Well, yeah, because that would have
we are
gotten
not
you
first level.
almost all the way to level 2.
We
Yeah.
are not first level anymore.
Right.
I'm just.
I get
leveled
one
up
hit
last,
point.
I leveled up last
Left.
session, so I know it's going to be a very long time until I reach my next level, either because I dual classed or because I actually hit level 12. Either one of those is going to take forever.
I think I got the bare amount of XP.
All right, let me
No,
take
hang on. Shouldn't it be Finn that gets a bare amount of XP?
He got the splurge amount of XP.
Oh,
Because
slash.
he solved that problem in a very druid way, and took care of it without a fight. He got Splursh's XP all to himself.
Really?
Yep.
Sadly, Braxton's attempt to
you got some
reverse
XP for
threaten-
that. You got some XP for that, but
Yeah.
he had already.
Didn't-
I'd already gotten a
convinced
good reaction roll.
No, well,
so
I failed. I failed my roll.
But that was
still-
just to see if I apply your a modifier to it.
Yeah.
I still think that it's going to bite us in the ass when our
It might.
mimic friend starts eating people in town.
It might.
Hang on.
Or if he comes aboard our
So-
ship.
We're going to buy a commode to install on the ship, and it's going to be the mimic, and then it's going to bite you in the ass.
Okay, for Lafdul, no change to saving throws or Thaco. I think you might get a weapon proficiency, but I don't think you get a non-weapon proficiency. I'll need to look.
They're 3 and 4.
Yeah, so you would get a weapon proficiency.
Yeah. Well, I should get both, shouldn't I?
Oh yeah, 3 and 4. Right. No, sorry.
Yeah, because they both add up
yeah.
to 12.
Yeah. They're both on 12. Sorry. I was thinking only on 3, and I didn't calculate it out for 4. I was just like, 3 and 4 never hit at the same time, right? Math, how do you do it?
Next time it'll be
never do
24.
math on,
Not that we'll get that high level.
Never do math live on stream.
Yeah. Do you already have an idea in mind of what you want to take, or is that going to need some time?
I think I might take lockpicking, not lockpicking, the locksmithing proficiency for non-weapon, and my weapon proficiency would be blow darts, or I think it'd be blow darts or hand crossbow. I'm not sure yet.
You can also hold on to it and see if any weapons come along that you want to learn.
Yeah,
Keep that in mind.
I suppose. Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of good weapons potentially around.
Yeah, so the thing is, I can't really take longsword or rapier because I'm a short sword expert. I don't get the extra offhand attack if I put it in my offhand. So
no,
I've
but you
kind
might
of,
still find a really good weapon that's worth taking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it is. If it lose half an attack.
I mean,
it depends on what the weapon does.
Yeah, you might, for example, get
longsword of quickness,
or you might find a spear +5.
I had a spear +3 that I gave up for the boots. So
Lafdul, what if you took a proficiency in using the sap? Would that allow you to knock people out?
I can already do that. I just have a plus to hit, I guess.
Yeah.
But
what I mean is,
I wouldn't get any plus to it. It's just my base factor.
But basically, saving weapon proficiency slot for extremely good weapon is a good idea, even if it's not the primary build you are going for.
There's no builds.
I don't have any blunt weapons. It's just because I wanted the blow dart and hand darts for a silent version of having my sprite venom.
Right. So hand crossbows are not silent. But
they're pretty quiet though compared to my bow.
Neither here nor there right now.
I
but for now, I mean, you'll have at least a week to think about it, and that's if you even want to take something. Now, you haven't been using either of those weapons, so you will need to train with those weapons if you want to take them before you can actually take the proficiency.
Yeah, that's fine.
Locksmithing, you've done enough with locks, and that is in your background that you can take that right away if that's what you want for your non-weapon. But you got plenty of time to think about it.
Braxon will be very happy to fight Lafdul if he wants to do some sparring.
Yeah, with blow darts or something. Yeah, dodge these.
Yeah.
You get to practice your dexterity, agility.
Yeah.
Because you would get like +1 to your armor class.
Maybe.
So there is an element of that being practiced.
Like for Braxon, normally it's like I will punch you in the face until you get better at fighting. It's his normal teaching method.
Neither of those would be very useful at him learning blowguns or hand crossbows.
I mean, if Lafdul plans on using darts, why not just take proficiency for darts?
What if he was thinking about blowguns?
What if Braxon flew around on the back of his fly while Lafdul tried to hit him?
That I'm pretty sure that just using normal target shooting would be more than enough. Anyway, that is all for the future. I want to thank you guys for playing. I want to thank everyone out there for watching. We got a Guide the Raid request, so I will get that going over to Kaisolo for Cape Sword. So hang around for that, and we will be back next week for more Adventures in Arcane Space. So I want to thank you guys for coming on out, and
thanks
we
for
will be
having
back
us.
next time.
Thanks for the game, and thanks for the game.
See you then, everyone.
See y'all next time.